Yo, imagine hitting the jackpot and being set for life, only to lose it all overnight.
Bro, I'm not kidding. This actually happened. These people fumbled the bag so hard, it's actually insane. We're talking millions, gone faster than your rent money. And the stories? Absolute nightmare fuel. So, buckle up. Ooh, we're counting down the top 10 lottery winners who lost absolutely everything. We're starting at number 10 and working down. Trust me, bro, number 1 will blow your mind. Coming in at number 10, we've got Vivian Nicholson from the UK. This story goes all the way back to 1961, but trust me, it's timeless. Vivian and her husband won 150 reorganization £1,000, which sounds small, but that is basically $5 million today. Before this, Vivian was broke. Working class struggles, barely making rent.
So when she hit the jackpot, reporters swarmed her instantly.
And she looked straight into the camera and said those famous words, "I'm gonna spend, spend, spend." That quote became legendary. She became famous just for saying she was gonna blow it all. And she meant it. Vivian immediately went on the most insane shopping spree. She bought fancy cars, Jaguars, Cadillacs, even though she barely drove them. Designer clothes, fur coats, expensive jewelry. Girl was flexing hard on everybody. She bought a massive house, way bigger than she needed. Threw huge parties, lived like royalty. For the first time, she had zero worries. But here's the trap. Fancy stuff is expensive to maintain. Property taxes, utilities, staff, repairs, all that adds up fast. Vivian had zero financial planning. No accountant, no budget, no strategy.
Then tragedy hit. Her husband died in a car crash just a few years later.
Bro, imagine that. You win millions, start living the dream, and then lose your partner?
After that, Vivian tried to keep the lifestyle going, but the money was running out. She made terrible business investments. Shops, restaurants, everything failed. Oh, and the marriages. Oh, Vivian got married 5 times after her first husband died. And every divorce, lawyers took a huge chunk of whatever cash she had left. Alimony, settlements, it was like watching someone voluntarily set their bank account on fire. By the late 60s, the money was gone. The fancy cars got repossessed. The mansion? Gone. Gone? The jewelry? Sold just to pay the electric bill. By the 70s, Vivian was working regular jobs again. Waitressing, factory work. The woman who said spend, spend, spend was now counting pennies like us. Later, she wrote a book about it called Spend, Spend, Spend. Of course. She admitted she had no regrets. She enjoyed the ride.
Agree. So what's the lesson? Spend everything immediately is not a strategy.
It's a speed run to being broke. Get a financial advisor. Don't wing it. And maybe, just maybe, invest some of that money. Whoa! Crazy concept, right? But if you think that was bad, wait for number 9. This person won the lottery not once, but twice. twice.
He still managed to lose it all.
How is that even possible? Let's find out. All right, number 9. Quick joke. What's worse than winning the lottery once and losing it all? Winning it twice and still ending up broke. You'd think that's impossible, right? Wrong. Meet Evelyn Adams from New Jersey. Whew. This story is wild. So Evelyn hits the New Jersey lottery in 1985 and wins $4 million. Not bad, right? She's probably thinking, this is it, I'm set for life. And honestly, most people would be. But Evelyn? She had other plans. Destiny wasn't done with her yet.
Because in 1986, literally the next year, she wins again. Another 1.4 million. Bro, her and you have been chatting me. The odds of winning once are like 1 in 17 million.
Winning twice? That's 1 in 17 trillion. This woman defied the universe.
The media went insane. Evelyn became famous overnight. Everyone wanted to interview her.
She was on TV, newspapers, a total celebrity. With 5.4 million total, life should have been perfect.
But here's where things get messy. Everybody wanted interviews, but they also wanted her money.
Family, friends, random strangers, everyone suddenly had an emergency that needed cash.
And Evelyn? Us. She couldn't say no. Every sob story, every request, she kept giving.
My kid needs surgery, I'm losing my house, just spot me 20K. And she'd do it.
Here's the thing. Evelyn had a good heart. She wanted to help people. But she didn't realize that some people were just using her. They saw a walking ATM. But wait, there's more. Evelyn also had a little gambling problem. Atlantic City was right there, and she loved the slots. She'd go to the casinos and just drop thousands, like it was nothing. Now, I'm not saying gambling is always bad, but dropping 20K per session?
That's not entertainment, bro. That's a problem. And the casinos? They loved her.
Between giving money away and feeding the slots, Evelyn's millions were disappearing fast. We're talking less than 10 years to burn through 5.4 million.
By 2012, Evelyn was living in a trailer. Not even a nice one, a basic trailer.
The woman who won the lottery twice was now broke, in debt, and living paycheck to paycheck. Evelyn told reporters, "Winning isn't what it's cracked up to be." Everybody had their hand out.
You can hear the exhaustion in that statement. She just sounds tired.
So what's the lesson from number 9? First, learn to say no.
You can't help everyone. What? Some people will bleed you dry if you let them.
Second, stay away from the casino. I don't care how fun it seems.
The house always wins. Ooh, bonus time. You beat the odds winning the lottery. Don't give it back.
Giving your winnings back to the machine? That's just embarrassing at that point. But yo, if you think winning twice and losing it all is crazy, wait for number 8.
This dude's own brother tried to have him murdered for the lottery money.
I'm not joking. It gets dark. Let's get into it.
Number 8. Joke time. How do you find your real family? Win the lottery and see who tries to kill you.
In 1988, Bud Post won $16.2 million. He thought he was living the American dream.
He bought mansions, boats, cars, lived like a king for about 3 months. Then the nightmare started. His own brother hired a hitman to kill him, just so he could inherit the winnings.
Imagine that betrayal. Your mate, Julio, your own flesh and blood wants you dead for cash. That's dark, bro. Then his landlady sued him, claiming they agreed to split the winnings. She took 1/3 of his money.
Everyone sued him. Friends, family, strangers, everybody smelled blood in the water and wanted a piece.
Bud made terrible investments too. Failed businesses, bad deals, everything he touched turned to trash. Within 1 year, Bud was $1 million in debt. From rich to bankrupt in 12 months. He eventually went to prison for assault. He lost his freedom, his money, and his family. He told reporters, "I wish it never happened. It was a nightmare." He genuinely hated winning. The lesson? Money reveals true colors. Trust becomes impossible when millions are involved. If you win, get a lawyer and disappear. The vultures will circle until you're picked clean. But if you think attempted murder is bad, wait for number 7. Number 7. Quick joke. What's the difference between a lottery winner and a goldfish? A goldfish doesn't voluntarily jump into a shark tank. But Suzanne Mullins? She did exactly that.
Well, until medical bills piled up. And she needed cash now, not in slow monthly installments. So she borrowed money against her future lottery payments. Spoiler, this was a terrible idea. The lenders were like, "Sure, cash now, pay us later." Sounds helpful? Wrong.
They were loan sharks in suits. The interest rates were absolutely predatory.
She was basically selling her millions for pennies on the dollar. A massive scam. But she didn't stop. And she took loans from multiple companies. She kept digging the hole deeper.
By the time her lottery payments actually arrived, the money was already gone, owned by them.
She was working for the Sharks now. Woo! It's like winning the lottery in name only. Brutal.
Then, because it wasn't bad enough, one company sued her for $154,000 in missed payments.
And guess what? The court sided with the Sharks. She got destroyed in court. No mercy.
She won $4.2 million and ended up completely broke. The lenders got rich, she got nothing.
Lesson? Read the fine print. These lottery advance companies are vultures waiting to feast. If you need cash, get a lawyer. Nope. Don't let these guys finesse you out of your future.
But if you think bad loans are scary, wait for number 6. This guy invested in meth.
Number 6. Fessisu? Hey, sad joke. What did the winner say when everyone turned toxic? Nothing. He couldn't handle it. This story is heavy. Meet Billie Bob.
In 1997, Billie Bob won $31 million. No. It looked like the perfect American dream.
He was the nicest guy. Donated to church. Bought cars for family. Genuinely generous. But generosity backfired. People stopped asking and started demanding it. His phone rang constantly. Strangers, distant relatives, everyone wanted a piece.
Billie Bob couldn't say no. But no amount was ever enough for them.
greed destroyed his family. They fought over cash. The money poisoned everything.
Then, the final blow. His wife divorced him. He copy. She couldn't handle the toxicity.
And before he died, he said, "Winning was the worst thing that ever happened to me."
Let that sink in.
Ik made that pro Shapel. 31 million. And he wished he was broke again.
Number 6 proves money cannot buy happiness. Mental health matters more than any jackpot.
If you're struggling, reach out. Life is more valuable than money. Always.
This was tragic.
Why don't you keep this?
But number 5? She wasn't tragic, she was tricked. This poor woman gave away everything to a scammer, and she thought she loved.
We're at number 5. Quick joke. What's the best way to destroy your entire family? Christmas 2002. Jack wins $314.9 million. Biggest jackpot in history back then.
Now, Jack was already rich, owned a construction company worth millions. Winning was just extra. He promised to use it for good. Curry started a foundation, donated to churches. Noble start. But then Jack started wilding out. Strip clubs became his second home.
He wasn't chill. He brought briefcases full of cash just to throw around.
In 2003, thieves stole $545,000 from his car, just sitting in the passenger seat.
Bro, who carries $500,000 in cash? That's flexing gone completely wrong. Then came the arrests. Dewis, assault, bar fights. He was out of control. People said the money revealed his true colors. He became a problem, not a hero. Then tragedy struck. His beloved granddaughter died from a drug overdose. Jack was destroyed.
And his daughter died too. Short throat. Also drugs. 2 deaths linked to the chaos of the money.
He lost his family. Him beat Harvey. The money poisoned everything that actually mattered.
Lawsuits and theft took the rest. By 2007, all $314 million was gone.
Jack said, "Winning was the worst thing that ever happened to my family."
Number 5 is heavy. Money doesn't solve problems, it amplifies them. Remember that.
But wait for number 4. This guy dug his own grave. Literally. Let's go.
Number 4, joke time. What do lottery winners and criminals have in common? 2002, Michael wins $9.7 million at age 19. 19 years old. This dude was a garbage collector. Suddenly, he's a multi-millionaire king. The media called him King of the Shavs because he went absolutely wild.
Michael spent millions on drugs, girls, and illegal street racing.
He held demolition derbies in his backyard. He literally destroyed cars for fun. Got arrested multiple times. Cocaine, drunk driving, being a public menace.
That's quite enough of that. You're disturbing the peace.
Yes, move along now.
By 2013, just 11 years later, all $9.7 million was gone.
Michael went back to being a garbage collector.
Austin, the exact job he had before.
He said he had no regrets. But bro, you're literally back where you started. Lesson? Oh, if you're immature when you get money, you'll just be broke faster. Age and wisdom matter. A 19-year-old shouldn't have millions without guidance. But number 3 is darker. Ha! This guy's best friend buried him in concrete. Let's go!
Number 3. Oh, dark joke. What's the fastest way to become a murder victim?
He was barely literate, couldn't read or write well. But he had a huge heart. Everyone wanted his money. He couldn't say no. He gave away millions to friends.
Then he met Doris Moore, the Monsieur. She said she was a financial advisor here to help.
She convinced him to sign over his assets. He trusted her completely. Big mistake. Slowly, she drained his accounts, taking control of everything he owned. When Abraham finally realized she was stealing, he tried to back out. But Doris couldn't risk him exposing her, so she made a permanent decision.
In 2009, Abraham disappeared. Poof! Gone. His family reported him missing.
Doris even used his phone to text his family, pretending he was still alive. Months later, police found his body buried under a concrete slab in her backyard. She had murdered him and buried him under concrete to cover it up.
Doris is now serving life in prison without parole. Justice served, but too late.
Abraham paid for his kindness with his life. He just wanted to help people.
Lesson? Some people will literally kill you for money. Never trust blindly. But number 2 is even crazier. His own family poisoned him the day before payday. Number 2. Twisted joke. What's worse than your family hating you for winning?
2012, Chicago. Urooj wins $1 million on a scratch-off. Not huge, but life-changing.
He was a hard-working business owner. Legal, had a family. Everything seemed perfect. He planned to expand his business and donate to charity. A genuinely good guy. He celebrated with a traditional family dinner. His last meal ever. The very next day, before collecting the check, he collapsed and died. Doctors said natural causes. Heart attack. Case closed. Everyone moved on. But a relative wasn't buying it. They demanded a deeper investigation. They tested his blood again, and what they found was shocking.
Cyanide, a lethal dose. Urooj didn't die naturally. He was murdered.
Someone slipped poison into his curry the night before he got the money.
The killer was likely sitting right there at the dinner table. Family.
Immediately after, his family fought over the estate. Greed took over instantly.
Here's the crazy part. No one was ever charged. The case went cold. Someone got away with murder. For $1 million, Urooj got justice denied. Lesson? Money makes people do evil things. Even family. Trust nobody. But we're finally here. Number 1, the craziest lottery story of all time. Number 1. Hey, Sid, final joke. Final joke. What's the ultimate way to lose the lottery? Be cursed, lose everyone you love, and die broke. This is the worst one yet.
He gave money to family, bought houses, started businesses. Generous to a fault.
He was especially close to his sister-in-law, Victoria Jackson. Trusted her completely.
but that trust killed him. Victoria didn't want handouts. She wanted everything.
They demanded cash. When he couldn't access his accounts fast enough.
They shot and killed him. His own sister-in-law murdered him for the jackpot.
Victoria got life in prison. Jeffrey got a grave. The ultimate lottery tragedy. So there you have it. 10 winners who lost everything. Money, family, trust, life.
The lesson? Stay anonymous. Get poor. Get professionals. Don't trust everyone with a sad story.
And please, don't carry $500K in a briefcase to a strip club. Just don't.
If you enjoyed this deep dive, smash that subscribe button. This is History That's It.
We bring you the wildest, darkest, and most unbelievable moments in history. More disasters coming soon. Thanks for watching. King Khan. Why, man? Stay safe with your money.
And remember, sometimes not winning the lottery is the real jackpot. Peace out and see you in the next disaster. History That's It.